Jackson Podcast.
What's going on in Detroit, man? You know, at one point in time, Detroit was like one of my favorite cities to go visit, go see the Pistons play, go eat some Detroit pizza. You know, I love the culture up there. It's kind of synonymous to Knoxville because we both up and down I-75 to each other's cities or whatever. And I salute a few of the artists up there also. But what's going on in Detroit, man? As of recently, I've been hearing about y'all city thriving, getting back on track, getting to the money, everything popping up there. I remember the real estate, you know, it was real low at one point in time because of the crime. And now folks who invested in the city eating. But that ain't what I'm talking about right here. This woman speaks out after being shot. And then HaHa Davis being arrested. You know, I was creating content in the studio or whatever, reading books and just chopping it up with the family and stuff. And this came across my desk. I said, let me converse about this foolishness, man. See what's popping.
We begin with a harrowing tale, a barrage of bullets and a woman playing dead to keep from being killed. The Dearborn Heights woman is recovering in the hospital now. She's lost her hand, but thankfully not her life. She says her ex-boyfriend opened fire on her home. She tried to dodge, but was hit several times, and her fiance was also wounded. Fox 2's Camila Mary spoke with her about what could have been deadly.
When the screen door, he just started shooting his gun, his AR-15. It was just shots everywhere.
It was Sunday morning, May 18th. Darshell Evans was getting ready to make breakfast for herself and her fiance when she says her ex-boyfriend walked into the house. Evans lives on Waddell Street in Dearborn Heights.
He just came in shooting. He didn't say anything. He didn't have any words. He just came in blazing, gunfire. That's all I seen is gunfire.
Evans' fiance is shot in the leg and yet is able to run away. But Evans is shot several times.
He was trying to shoot me in my head, and then I blocked it with my right hand, which caused the amputation of my right hand. And once he did that, I had to play like I was dead just so he would stop shooting.
Later that afternoon in Detroit, police arrested Evans' ex-boyfriend, Ashante Linnelli Ramon McAfee.
He just wanted me back. He was just like one of those type of people, like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
And in the 6 years they were together,
you know, maybe like a push or a shove or something like that, but never to the point where I had to call the police on them.
Evans isn't sure when she'll be getting out of the hospital. Eventually, she'll be getting a prosthetic hand and will have to learn how to navigate life with it.
I just take it one day at a time. That's all I can do is take it one day at a time, and I still have nightmares. I still have flashbacks. I just take it one day at a time. That's all I can do.
You know, I wonder when the HaHa Davis conversation coming up, but I want to talk about this woman speaking out after being shot. Something that I'm coming to a realization about dudes, you know. Y'all niggas, man, gonna have to learn how to control y'all feelings and emotions because this shit's sick, man. Like, it's sick, like not being able to walk away from a situation. Giving that situation so much of your energy that you loving on that situation more than you loving yourself. And then when you lose that situation, you ready to crash out about it. Where does this come from? How was this created? Like, I want to understand, like, the thought process because this is happening more often than normal. Like, niggas crashing out about females. Help me understand that in the comment section. Let's continue to listen to the video, though.
GoFundMe has been set up to help Evans. If you would like to donate, we'll be putting a link on our website, fox2detroit.com. Camila Mary, Fox 2 News.
Developing tonight, Detroit police are trying to solve a deadly shooting from the east side of the city. Police say a transgender woman was found shot inside a home on Troster Street after 11 this morning. No suspects are in custody just yet. The motive behind this shooting is under investigation.
It's a house party in the 8500 block of Wisconsin. There was a verbal argument which led to gunfire and 2 people being shot.
And that chain of events, community activists say, is never acceptable and could have been amicably settled. A house party should be a fun event, but instead a fight broke out, and by the end, 2 men were wounded. One was shot in the ankle and the other shot in the shoulder. They both ended up in the hospital. It happened at a home on Wisconsin Street on the west side of Detroit. Police haven't arrested anyone yet, but they're asking for help. If you know anything, call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers.
There was a brief struggle between the suspect and employee here. The weapon was discharged, striking the employee.
And we have to tell you about more gun violence tonight from the west side of Detroit. A gas station employee was shot during an attempted robbery this morning. It happened at a Marathon gas station on Ewald and Davison. The employee was taken to the hospital, last listed in temporary serious condition. The suspect, though, is still on the run. He's described as a man in his 40s wearing a black ski mask and hoodie. Once again, reach out to Detroit police or Crime Stoppers if you can help. All right, this is a wild one. A Michigan woman whose husband caught her in betrayal committed the ultimate treachery. Prosecutors say she doused her husband in gasoline, set him on fire, then ran over his body. And now she's learning how she'll pay for this crime. Investigators say it was back in 2007 when Linda Sturmer did this to her husband, Todd Sturmer. Prosecutors say Linda killed him after he found out that she was having an affair. Sturmer was first convicted in 2010, but was given a new trial in 2020. However, she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Social media comedian HaHa Davis is behind bars for no laughing matter here. He is accused of domestic violence. The Detroit native, whose real name is Carlos Davis, was arrested by Utica police on Friday. Investigators haven't released any additional information on the victims. We don't know much about the circumstances. Davis is being held at the Macomb County Jail on a $5,000 cash surety bond. All right, time for us to talk a little weather now. Our meteorologist.
You won't be talking weather on my channel. Golly, you done crashed out. Man, you been arrested. At least the bond only $5,000, but 10% of that, what's that? That's a $50,000 bond. That could be that's a felony crime. $50,000, and it's I usually don't do topics where they news based because if you watch the news, you just internalizing a lot of negative shit. And then if you bring it to your platform, you bring it here to play with people's emotions and get people emotionally driven and in their feelings to get your content to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Trying to trigger the algorithm with the foolishness and the emotional energy type content. And I really don't do this that often, but I seen HaHa Davis up there and I really was intrigued by the situation and to see all the shit that's going on in Detroit. And I know that ain't the only city like that. I love Detroit too, man. I done been up to 7th Mile, 8th Mile, the Pistons game, like I said, eating the good food and chilling up there, man. Mingling and conversing and collaborating with some of the hip hop artists and stuff. Y'all got some of the dopest artists in the world. And it's just, when I think about these cities, I understand where people are coming from with the black fatigue conversation that's been trending recently. I really don't want to say that I'm fatigued of my own people, but when I look at this dumb shit that's going on the internet, man, and the stuff that's going on the news and in the world, man, I can see how people are tired of the behavior of niggas. Because at the end of the day, it's a difference between black people, FBA's ethnicity. It's a difference, man. We ain't a monolith. We ain't all the same. It's a difference between black and niggas, and this is nigga behavior. I understand why y'all fatigued about it, but I wanted to make this lighthearted and play some funny shit because HaHa Davis is a comedian, and he went to jail as of recently. So is this how he was reacting, like one of his skits when he was in jail?
I'm gonna do my 5 years to get up out of here. This 5 years is gonna be a breeze. Okay, got a toilet right there.
All right, big fella, why don't you toot that ass up on that bed?
Hey, my man, I just came to do my time. I ain't with none of it.
Looking like a peanut butter Reese cup, and I need a piece.
Bro, I don't know what you see, but I just came to do my time.
You gonna do your time while getting hit from behind. Now toot that ass up.
Bro, you tripping. I'm not with none of it. I just came to do my time. But I'm gonna go ahead and sweep this
Jeff,
up.
you stand for jamming your ass while you in lockup,
Oh,
big
now
fella.
you tripping. Guard!
And I'm on hard.
Guard!
On hard.
Guard!
On hard. Get naked before I come over there and take it.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
That's the sound of me all up in your ass.
Bro, you some type of freak or something? Guard!
I'm for the guard, but I'm still on hard.
Guard!
Arch your back up and toot that ass.
Guard!
With your HaHa.
Hilarious, man. Silly. Free the boy, man. Get control of your thoughts, your emotions, man. Don't let these women trick you at your position, dog. Get some mental health, some stability to your feelings, man. Golly, this sex and relationship conversation, it's interesting, man. The shit niggas crashing out for behind these females, man. It's interesting. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's y'all thoughts on this topic at hand? I appreciate y'all, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money, and I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.